ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रीशङ्कराचार्यनवावतारं विश्वेश्वरं विश्वगुरुं प्रणम्य वेदान्तशास्त्रश्रवणालसानां बोधाय कुर्वे कमपि प्रबन्धम्। न भूमेर्न तोयं न तेजो न वायुर्न खन्नेन्द्रियं वा न तेषां समूहः अनैकान्तिकत्वात् सुषुप्त्येकसिद्धस्तदेको वशिष्ठः शिवः केवलोऽहम्। आचार्य Madhusudan Saraswati ji here has established that aham manushyaha karta bhokta is a brahma, and this brahma should have some upadana karanam, and this upadana karanam will be bhava rupam. And in this bhava rupam topic, of course, other things he discussed that it has to be anirvachaniyam. It cannot be sat, it cannot be asat, it cannot be sadasat, etc. But in bhava rupam, that it cannot be abhava rupam, in that he gave two hetus already. Jnanasya nityatvena tad abhava anupapattehe uktatvat. And dharmi pratiyogi jnana jnanabhyam cha vyaghata pattehe. This much we have already seen. Third hetu we were seeing napi brahma samshaya tat samskar parampara rupam. That this is not brahma samshaya parampara, means brahma parampara, samshaya parampara, brahma samskar parampara and samshaya sanskar parampara rupam. And the hetu was given aparokshatvat. So we completed that portion. Because Brahma is, because Ajnanam, Aham Ajna is aparoksha. And therefore, its upadanam also should be aparoksha. Whereas Brahma parampara, Samshaya parampara and their samskar parampara of the Bhuta and Bhavishya, Atita and Anagata, they all are paroksha. Atita Anagata Brahma samskar Brahma samshaya tat samskaranancha parokshatvena jnatum ashakyatvat. Now that parokshatvena jnatum ashakyatvat you see in Tika. Parokshatvena, that is the it is called pratika. When in the Tika a word is given corresponding to the word in Moolam, then that is called pratika. So the words like aparokshatvaditi, so aparokshatvat, this is pratika. Parokshatveneti, so parokshatvena, this is pratika. Pratika means indicator. Parokshatvena. Idang jnatum ashakyatvad iti atra. Now you see how that there are two meanings or two pathantaras there. What is said? The Atita Anagata Brahma Samshaya and their samskaras, tat samskaranam cha parokshatvena jnatum ashakyatvat. they are paroksha. The atita samskara and anagata samskara of Brahma and of Samshaya, and Brahma and Samshaya, all of them are paroksha. So, how you have to read that vakya? See, idam jnatum ashakyatvat iti atra hetutvena anveti. Hetutvena. So, parokshatvena actually is parokshatvat. In this way you have to understand. Because atita, anagata, brahma, samshaya, sanskaras, they are paroksha. And parokshatvat, jnatum ashakyatvat. Because they are paroksha, therefore, paroksha vastu is not known at present. The past things are also not known at present. Future things are also not known. Whereas aham ajna is my present experience, is vartamana anubhava. So, hetutvena anveti. Then, aparokshatvena iti pathe. Instead of parokshatvena, if the patha was aparokshatvena, because then the reading would be atita anagata brahma samshaya tat sanskaranancha aparokshatvena jnatum ashakyatvat, which is easier to read because they are not known as aparoksha, whereas aham ajna, this anubhava is aparoksha. Correct? This is clear, right? First one was parokshatvena, so there you have to take panchamyarthe tritiya. No, in first parokshatvena, panchamyarthe tritiya you take. So parokshatvat you take. Parokshatvena, because that will become hetu. Parokshatvat jnatum ashakyatvat. Because those samskaras, brahma, samshaya, everything, they are paroksha, therefore they are not known right now. So parokshatvena means parokshatvat jnatum. That's why it is given hetutvena anveti. That parokshatvena should become your hetu. And then if the patha is aparokshatvena, then aparokshatvena iti pathe jnatum iti atra anvayaha. Then it is straightforward. Aparokshatvena jnatum ashakyatvat, if the patha was. So, Madhusudan Saraswati ji has put that parokshatvena somewhere in the line down. In us getting the reading, we got little different readings. So, two pathantaras he has given. And aparoksha rupena yaj jnanam tad ashakyam ityarthaha. Aparoksha rupena yaj jnanam, that jnanam, if it is aparoksha rupena, so aparoksha rupena yad jnanam ashakyam. Yad jnanam tad ashakyam means this Brahma, Samshaya and yad samskara, their aparoksha rupena jnanam ashakyam. You will never know the atita and anagata, Brahma, Samshaya, etc. as aparoksha. Aparokshatvena jnatum ashakyatvat. Now, so what is he trying to explain here? Let me just tell you a little bit before we move forward. His point is this. The Brahma Samshaya, the Brahma is there, that aham manushya, and its upadanam is something called ajnanam, and it is bhavarupam. Now this bhavarupa ajnanam means, what is it? Is it a thing? Is it like a vritti? Is it a thought? Generally, we talk about ignorance. Okay, tell me, is it a thought? When we say, so according to Tarkikas, they say it is absence of knowledge. So they concluded it as abhavarupam. So first thing we have to prove is that it is not abhavarupam. It is bhavarupam. And then in bhavarupam, is it vrityatmaka? Is it like a thought? So, I am not Brahma. I am Parichinna. I am not Ananda Swarupa. Is this a thought? So, unless we actually experience this, directly, that what are we trying to destroy here? What is this ajnanam that we want to eliminate? So if ajnanam is a vritti, then nature of vritti is to come and go. So this is not like antakarana vritti. Antakarana vrittis will come and go. Brahma and samshaya, they are like antakarana vrittis. So instead of Rajju, if I see Sarpa, Sarpa vritti will be antakarana vritti. It will arise and it will go away. Or if there is a samshaya, idam sarpo va, ayam sarpo va, udakadhara va. Is this snake or is it the stream of water? Or dandaha. So this is samshaya. So this is also a vritti. A thought comes. Then suddenly, let us say while that thought is there, you hear some other loud sound somewhere. Then you will forget whether it is sarpa or udakadhara or danda. Your attention will go to something else. So that vritti is gone. Ajnanam is not like that. Ajnanam is there all the time. In Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, aham ajnaha, this vritti is there. Otherwise, jnanam would have come. So it is not a vritti-atmaka thing. Now, how will you prove that it is not a vritti? So that's what he is doing. He says, Brahma, Samshaya, means Brahma Parampara, Samshaya Parampara, and their samskaras, all four, they come and go. The whole word, the meaning of the word Parampara was for this purpose only. From Parampara, what did he define? Pravaha Rupa. Pravaha, right? Yes or no? Pravaha, like Gangaji is Pravaha. So Parampara means something that comes and goes away. So Ajnanam is not like a Pravaha, where one vritti comes, goes, another Ajnana vritti comes and goes, Ajnana vritti comes. And so he said that Bhutkal and Bhavishyakal, past and future vrittis, they all are to be eliminated because all of them are paroksha, whereas aham agnya is aparoksha. So that we cannot say is the upadanam for this Brahma. In no other Brahma, samshaya, parampara or sanskara is upadanam. Only now remaining to discuss is the present one. So past ones are gone, future ones are gone. Now present one he takes up. Avaranatmakatvat iti. Ahamagnya iti pratyaksha pratitau yo vishayaha. So vijnana, if you want to write down those words, they are little unclear. Vijnana ghanatmatva rupa avarakataya bhasate. This aham agnya pratyaksha pratiti, in that, what is the vishaya? Means what is it that is covered? Vijnana ghana atmatva rupa. I am Vijnana ghana atma. Vijnana ghana atma means I am consciousness and there is nothing else other than consciousness everywhere. Thas, thasa, thas. This is Vijnana Ghana. Vijnana Ghanatmatva Rupa. This is covered, Avaraka. Covering this, Aham Agnya Pratiti is there. Now this Brahma and Samshaya of past and future are eliminated. Now what is remaining is present. Brahma Samshaya yostu Manovritti Rupa Laukika Jnana Vishesha Rupatvat Navarakatvam. The Brahma and Samshaya, as I explained, they are like Manovritti Rupa. And they are Laukika Jnana Vishesha. So they are thought modifications at the level of Antakarana. Manovritti Rupa. And therefore, they cannot be covering Vijnana Ghana, my Brahmatva Rupa. Because those are manovritti vishesha. They will just arise and go away. Vartaman vritti is only one. Everything else is either past or future. Raman Maharshi ji, what does he say? Bhutam bhavishyatcha bhavat swakale. All the past was never past. It was there in present and is gone. All future, unless when it becomes present, it is not known. So, past and future, we are not discussing right now because they are out. And as far as present is concerned, it is only manovritti rupa laukika vijnana. Laukik jnana vishesha rupatvat na avarakatvam. It is not covering. Napi samskarasya. And also, their samskar also. They are also not avarakam. Why? Tasya manovritti vishesha janakatvat. Tasya samskarasya manovritti vishesha janakatva. Because the Brahma and Samshaya are the manovritti vishesha. From that is generated the samskara. So, samskara is only result of this Brahma Samshaya. So, they are also manovritti only. So, they are not vishesha. In other words, past, present, future, Brahma, Samshaya, Samskara, Parampara, all of them cannot be the upadanam of the Brahma, Bhranti. So, there has to be something else. Then somebody may say, okay, napi ajnana bhavasya. So, somebody says, maybe it is ajnana, maybe it is jnana abhava. So, it is said, no, napi jnana bhava. It is not jnana abhava. Why? Because no abhava rupa vastu can create avaranam. Abhavasya avarakattvena kvapya darshanat. No abhava vastu means a non-existent thing cannot cover anything. This you have to understand clearly and make sure this is our principle. Non-existent thing cannot cover anything. And there is no such thing called experience of non-existence. Because whenever there is any experience of non-existence, the illuminator of non-existence will always be there. So nobody can prove anything as non-existent actually. Or you to take it this way, there is no such thing called absolute non-existence, shunyam. Because when someone says there is shunyam, then who knows that shunyam? So sakshi has to be present. So here, na api jnana abhavasya. Abhavasya avarakattvena kvapi adarsanat. Then Purva Pakshi says, तेजो अपि अभाव रूपस्य अंधकारस्य घटादि आवरकत्वं दृष्टम. That in a room which is dark, when a pot is there, the pot is covered by darkness. So we will not know the presence of pot, and that andhakar is there, and andhakar is absence of light. Who says this? Tarkika. Purva Paksha. Huh? He says andhakara is what? Andhakara is that there is no light here. Like somebody, if there is a dark room there, they say there is light? No, there is no light here. Nobody says there is darkness here. Some people will say, but mostly people say there is no light here. So they are Tarkikas. No light here is Tarkika. There is darkness here, that is Vedanta. Nacha Vachyam. Vedanti says, don't say like that. Don't say that the absence of light is Ghatadi Avarakam. Why? Vedanti Naye Andhakarasya Bhavarupatvat. Andhakarasya Bhavarupatva Bhavat. Vedanti Naye Andhakar, if you want to write down, somehow I managed to understand what that is. Vedanti Naye Andhakarasya Bhavarupatva Bhavat. So, andhakarasya abhava rupatva abhava. Vedantinaye means in the path of Vedanta, means for a Vedantin, andhakara is not abhava rupa. For Vedanti, andhakara is bhava rupa. And ajnanam is also bhava rupa. Now somebody will ask, how do you say andhakara is bhava rupa? Because generally we think it is absence of light. It says andhakaro hi nila rupa ashrayi bhutam dravyameva. Because andhakara is ashraya of nila guna. This I already explained few sessions back, that andhakara is dark. Here nila means black. So andhakara is dark, and that is the guna. So nila rupatva is the gunam. That guna's ashrayi bhuta dravya has to exist. Brahmopadanatvat in moolam now. So avaranatmakatvat, fourth hetu. Because it is avaranatmaka, avarana cannot be abhava rupa. It has to be bhava rupa. And andhakar is also bhava rupa, avarana. Then next hetu is brahma upadanatvat. Na atmano nirvikaratvad antakaranadescha tajanyatvat. And it is brahma upadana. The ajnanam that we are discussing is the upadanam of Brahma, and it cannot be Atma. Atma cannot be upadanam of Brahma. So it has to be different from Atma. Atmano nirvikaratvat in the moolam. Atma is nirvikara. So Atma cannot be upadanam. You say, okay, maybe it is some manovritti, antakarana vritti. It says antakaranadescha tajanyatvat. Antakarana, etc., they are the karyam of this Brahma. So now you have to remember, here Brahma Shabda is for adhyasa. Aham manushya, aham karta, aham bhokta. What is this? This is adhyasa. And we will see the next topic is on adhyasa only. So I told you, Maharaji asked us to memorize. And today I found out that actually for all other students, this is the third time he has asked to memorize. So they already had memorized twice before. This is the third time. I was the one who had to memorize first time. In other words, this memorization was for me. That at least I should memorize, because he knew, Maharaji, that I am going to teach this portion. It is coming. So now you see, it is coming here. Tathacha aham manushya. So antakarana, etc., they are the karya of adhyasa. Antakaranadescha tajanyatvat. So they cannot be karanam. So karanam has to be different. Tathacha aham manushya ityadi brahmopadanam tat sajatiyam bhavarupam अज्ञानमेव अहम अज्ञ इति प्रत्यक्ष प्रतीति विषयत्वेन आस्थेयं भवति. अहम मनुष्य इत्यादि ब्रह्मोपादानम. अहम मनुष्य, अहम कर्ता, भोक्ता, this kind of Brahma, its upadanam should be tat sajatiyam. Tat sajatiyam means Brahma sajatiyam. So Brahma is bhava rupa. Therefore, upadanam also will be bhava rupam. Tat sajatiyam. Bhava rupam ajnanam eva aham ajna iti pratyaksha pratiti vishayattvena astheyam bhavati. It should be, astheyam means that should be taken resort to. You should have, astha means faith. So it should be taken as, yes, it has to be bhava rupam and pratyaksha pratiti vishayattvena. Means I know by myself that I am Bhranta. Means I take myself as Manushya, I don't know that I am Brahma. Atma tu na tadrisha Brahma upadan Brahmopadanam ityaha. And Atma is not तादृश भ्रम उपादानम अहम मनुष्य, दिस भ्रम उपादान cannot be atma. Why? Atmanah, in the mool it was given atmano nirvikaratvad. Nirvikar vastu cannot be upadana karanam. It can be vivarta, but right now, so that topic is not discussed. Only said is that it is not upadana karanam. Napi antakranadikam, and also not antakrana, etc. Why? Tasyapi anirvachaniyasya janyatvena अंतःकरणस्य इट इज ऑल्सो कार्यम किं तस्य उपादान कारणम इति पर्यालोचनायाम उक्तम भावरूपम अज्ञानम एव पर्यवसितम भवति बिकॉज इट इज ऑल्सो जन्य सो देन क्वेश्चन विल बी व्हाट इज इट्स उपादान कारणम सो अगेन इट विल कम टू व्हाट भावरूपम अज्ञानम Paryalochana means again when you start thinking, you will have to come to some bhavarupa ajnanam only. Anyway, antakarana is not the upadana karanam of Brahma. Because it is also anirvachaniya janya. Antakaranadinam ajnana karyanam trigunatmakatvat tat karani bhutam ajnanam api trigunatmakam eva svikaryam. So now easy portion is starting. All the thinking, yukti part is done. Now shruti part is there. So sarala. This ajnanam has to be trigunatmakam. Why? Because antakarana etc. are also trigunatmaka. So antakarnadinam ajnana karyanam, which is the karyam of ajnanam, they are trigunatmaka. So trigunatmakatvat tat karani bhutam ajnanam api trigunatmakam. So its karanam also has to be trigunatmakam eva swikaryam. Evam yuktya bhavarupam ajnanam pratipadya. In this way, through yukti, bhavarupa ajnanam having established, tad upodbalaka shrutir darshayati. Upodbalaka. Upodbalaka means that which confirms these ideas, such shruti. So generally, in the earlier granthas, like Vivek Chudamani, etc., you will find first they will quote Shruti, then based on Shruti they will show Yukti. And these later granthas, first they will do so much Yukti, then they will conclude what they want to conclude through Yukti, and then they will show the right Shruti support. But without being biased, not that I already want to conclude what I want to conclude and then I will look for some random Shruti. Not like that. That Shruti which is Tatparya Nirnayaka Shruti. Such Shruti they will show. So now here you see. Devatma Shaktim Swagunair Nigudham Iti Gunavatva Shrutescha. So this is the sixth hetu now. Devatma Shaktim is Swagunair Nigudham, Shvetashvatar Upanishad 1-3. Number is given 1-3. So see Tika. Devasya Srishtyadi Kridavata. The one who does Srishtyadi Krida, Ishwarasya, Srishtyadi Kridavata Ishwarasya Atma Shaktim. Swakiyam Shaktim, this is his Shakti. Swashrayam, Swavishayikam cha Shaktim, te dhyana yoga anugata munayo apashyan. So, that is the mantra. Te dhyana yoga anugata anupashyan devatma Shaktim swagunair nigudham. In this way. So, in Shvetashvatar Upanishad, how they have presented is, there are these Brahmavadins. And the first word there in Shvetashvatar is Hari Om. All these Brahmavadins, they gather and they say, what is the Kim Karanam Brahma Kutasmajata Jivamakena? What is it, from where we are born? what is it, how we are living, what is the karanam of the jagat, etc. And then they conclude there is Paramatma, Brahma, and he has a Shakti, Devatma Shakti. So, which does the Srishti, etc. That Paramatma's Shakti. Swashrayam, Swavishayikam cha Shaktim. Swa-ashraya, Swavishaya. This part will be later discussed. Swashraya, Swavishayaka, you know. Swashraya and Swavishayaka means Brahma alone is the Ashraya and Brahma is the Vishaya of Maya. Maya means Mula Vidya. So, Sureshwaracharya ji, in Naishkarma Siddhi, 3rd chapter, elaborate introduction is on this only, with lot of technicalities he has given. And then all later acharyas, they followed this and accepted, except of course so this is all in Vivarana Prasthana. In Bhamati Prasthana, they say that Ashraya is Jiva, Vishaya is Brahma. So here Swashrayam Swavishayikam cha Shaktim te dhyana yoga anugata munayo apashyan. The great sages, they have seen sa cha Shaktihi swagunaihi swakiyaihi sattva-rajas tamobhihi tribhihi gunair nigudha ghatita. So this Shakti has 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, tamo guna, and by that it is nigudha. Nigudha means it is covered, and here the meaning is given, nigudha means ghatita. So ghatita means that it is created. The ghatakas are there, components are there, and it is the compound of sattva, rajas, tamo guna. Always these 3 will be present in that Shakti. Swagunaihi ityatra swashabdena atmashakti paramrishyate. So swagunaihi, this shabda is talking about atmashakti. Shaktischa karya janana samarthyam. What is Shakti? Shakti is the ability to produce some effect. So here also this Devatma Shakti has the ability to produce some effect. Karya janana samarthyam. Atracha ya atma shakti ruchyate tadeva bhav rupam anadi ajnanam. So in this mantra, when it is said Devatma Shaktim, this Shakti is nothing but bhav rupam ajnanam. Now here quotations are given only from Shruti, Upanishad, but like in Bhagavad Gita also Bhagavan says Daivi Hyesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. So there also he says Gunamayi, so that is Trigunatmaka, and Daivi, so Deva, that word is also there, and instead of Shakti he uses the word Maya. Daivi Hyesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya Mama Eva Ye Prapada. So those who turn their attention to me, then they will cross this Mula Vidya. If the attention is not on Paramatma, then you will not be able to cross. Then there is this like a Kita in the Nadyam Kita iva avartat avartantaram ashute. So from one whirlpool to the other. Vrajanto janmano janma labhante naiva nirvritim. Panchadashi, 1st chapter. So this bhavarupam anadi ajnanam is the Shakti. Gunavatoktes tanna tan na abhav rupam iti bhavaha. Because it has guna, gunavatva uktehe tan na abhava rupam. So that which has guna, it cannot be abhav rupam. It has to be bhava rupam. Now next quotation is given. So this is the 7th one, 7th hetu. Mayam tu prakritim vidyan mayinam tu maheshwaram indro mayabhihi pururupayate. Andritena hi pratyudhaha niharena pravrtaha bhuyaschante vishwamaya nivrittihi. Ityadi shrutibhyascha maya avidya nirvachyam andritam tattva-jnana nivartyam cha ajnanam eva swaparadhyase karanam. Up to that, let us see now in Tika. So, Moolam is straightforward. All quotations are given. Mostly all of them are very familiar to you. Maya is Prakriti and Mayin is the Maheshwara. Again, Shvetashvatar quotation is given. Then Indro Maya Bihi. Indra means Paramatma. Maheshwara, what is said here as Maheshwara, what was said earlier as Deva, that is said as Paramatma. Maya Bihi means with his Maya Shakti. Pururupaha means Bahurupa Iyate. So, Paramatma with this ability to manifest as many through Antakarana becomes many. Andritena hi pratyudaha. And in Chandogya quotation is given. Andrita. Andrita means by this Maya, people are covered. Andritena pratyudaha. So, the Antakaranas are covered by that of people. Niharena pravrataha. Nihar means the mist or fog, like how it was there yesterday on the Himalayan mountains and all. So, if you, from here you see there is fog, right? If you go there and you try to grab it in your hand, you can't get it. This is called Anirvachaniya. You can experience it, you can see it, but if you see if it has associated with anything, so there is no sangha. Like how if fire is associated with something, right? Then at least that thing will become hot. But if this just general fog or cloud-like thing is there, so it can't get anything affected by it. And yet it is there. Why? Because it covers something. That is called Nihara. Niharena pravrtaha. Then Bhuyaschante Vishwamaya Nivrittihi. When the Prarabdha is complete, then Maya Nivritti takes place. So, Prarabdha is complete means both two ways you can explain this. One is when you get the knowledge, then you understand you don't have Prarabdha. And the other way is that you understand that you don't have Prarabdha, but Sharira is there, Avidya Lesha is there, and then world continues for you, and at the end of Prarabdha, it is dissolved. In this way, Ityadi Shrutibhya, in this way, through all the Shrutibhyascha, Maya, see now all different names. Maya, Avidya, Anirvachyam, Andritam, Tattvajnana Nivartyam, Cha Ajnanam. Ajnanam has all these words. Maya, Avidya, Anirvachyam, Andritam, Tattvajnana Nivartyam, and Ajnanam. All of them are referring to one thing only, and that is Swa Para Adhyase Karanam. Swa Adhyasa and Para Adhyasa. So, this Avidya is the Karanam for both Adhyasa. Swa Adhyasa and Para Adhyasa. Now, what is that? That we will see in Tika. So, Mayam tu iti. Maheshwarasya ya Maya Anirvachaniya Karya Janana Shaktis Tameva Jagato Moola Prakritim Vidyadityarthaha. Maheshwarasya ya Maya Anirvachaniya. That which is the Maya of Maheshwara Anirvachaniya, which has the Karya Janana Shakti, that alone is the Jagataha Moola Prakritim, the Moola Prakriti of Jagat. Means the Upadana Karanam, in English they call primordial matter or the fundamental nescience, like that, the Moola Jnanam. Indra iti. Indra Atma Ekopi Mayabihi Bahurupo Jnayate ityarthaha. Andritena Ajnanena Pratyudha Vyaptaha Praja Moola Karanam na Vindanti. People are, means their intellects are covered by Andrita. They do not know what is the Moola Karanam. Niharena iti. Niharena, Nihar Sadrishena Bhavarupena Anadi Ajnanena Pravrita Achadita. Nihara sadrisha, niharena means like nihara, like this fog. Bhavarupena anadi ajnanena, this bhavarupa anadi ajnana. So in English actually they use the expression, that my intellect is clouded. So actually it is this only from Upanishad, this nihara sadrishena. Bhavarupena anadi ajnanena pravrita achadita. And pravrit shabda is for clouds, I think. Right? Which dhatu? Vrish. So from that pravrit shabda comes. Pravrit. Achadita. Yuyam cha, yuyam yah means ye. Now yuyam ye imaha prajaha jajana te na vidatha na janitha. So this is from, this quotation is Taittiriya Samhita. It seems like there is an upadesha given by someone to someone, and it is said that this praja that you have created, jajana, jan dhatu for janane, lit, pradham purush, ekvachan is there, that this praja that you have created, actually yuyam, so it should be bahuvachanam. Yuyam jajana, but this is Vedic prayoga, so it could be of te na vidatha na janitha. So they do not know that ajnanam. By that ajnanam, their intellect is covered. Janitha is lat lakar jnadhatu parasmay pade madhyam purush bahuvachanam. So vidatha vidu jnane, there is dhatu for that, it should be in the similar meaning. So if there is no corresponding Panini word, then you understand this is Chandasa. Yatha niharo na atyantam asat. This nihara is not absolute non-existence. Why? Drishtehe avarakatvat. Because it is covering your vision. Like we can't see mountains also when that nihara is there, like a thick cloud. Napi atyantam sat. Sun means sat. Neither it is atyantam sat, neither it is atyantam asat. Sat dhatu, when it is declined in pullinga, it will become sun. That's why san, asan shabdas are used. San, santau, santaha. Santam, santau, santaha. Like that. Kashta pashanadi rupantarena sambandhum ayogyatvat. This nihara has no sambandha with kashta pashana, which are also with form. So sambandhum ayogyat, there is no sambandha possible. So it is not atyanta sat, it is not atyanta asat. Evam ajnanam api na atyantam asat. So ajnanam is also na atyanta asat. Why? Ishvara tattva avarakatvat. Because it covers Ishwaratva, means my own Ishwaratva. Na api sat, neither it is sat. Why? Bodha matra nivartyatvat. Bodha matra nivartyatvat means jnana matra nivartyatvat. That it is not sat because by knowledge it is eliminated. So it is neither sat nor asat. Idrushena anirvachaniyena ajnanena bhavantah sarve jivaha pravrata ityartha. By such anirvachaniya ajnanam, all you jivas, bhavantaha sarve jivaha pravrataha. So looks like Paramatma is probably giving upadesha to Brahmaji or Manu Bhagavan, like that. Bhuyaschante vishwamaya nivrittihi. Bhuyaha punaha arthe. Bhuya is to say again. Paramatmano abhidhyanat. So this mantra also is a famous mantra. tasya so Paramatma abhidhyana. One has to constantly dwell on this, that I am Brahma. Then Paramatmano abhidhyanat prarabdha bhogante, because bhuyascha ante, so that bhogante punaha vishwamaya nivrittir bhavati. So at the end of completion of prarabdha, vishwamaya nivritti. So it is, what is it saying? That it is eliminated, means its bada is there. Mayayaha vishwatvam aneka vidhatvam. And the Vishwamaya Shabda is given. Bhuyaschante Vishwamaya. Vishwamaya means it is Aneka Vidha. It has variety. What is that variety? Tacha Avarana Vikshepa Shakti Bhedat. That there is Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti. Avarana Shakti Rapi. And in Avarana also there is variety. What are they? Asatva Padakatvena, Abhana Padakatvena cha Dvaividyam Bodhyam. So 2 types of Avarana is also given. In Siddhanta Lesha Sangraha and in, I think, Bhamati Prasthan. So Bhamati Prasthan accepts that avidya is many. Means each Tula Vidya is also considered as one. So then that way there are many. So Aneka Vidhatvam is established. Maya avidya iti. Maya avidyadi rupam ityarthaha. Vichitra srishtikaratvam mayatvam. What is mayatvam? That which produces this inexplicable creation. So actually, if we see these mountains and all, who created these mountains? How did they come up? Buildings and structures we can see. All these trees and all, how did the first trees and seeds and everything come? Species like cows and elephants and all, how did they come? So many kinds of fishes are there. In the beginning, at least some jivas have to be there. Then there might be mutation and varieties could have come. But originally there has to be something. So this entire creation is really inexplicable. So many kinds, varieties are there within each species. Like how human beings, there is so much variety. You look at monkeys also, there is so much variety. 2 varieties we see here in Rishikesh. But there are so many. So this Vichitra Srishti Karatvam, this is Mayatvam. Maharaj always gives example, right? If you go up from here to Badrinath and all, huge rocks are there, one piece rock. How it can come? It is not that so many people came and built one huge rock. It is just there. And it is there for so many thousands of years. We might say, that something must have happened in solar system up there and things would have broken down into pieces, and some whatever dust-like pieces that fell, they are these rocks. And then over a period of time, they might have slowly gotten broken down into smaller pieces, etc. This is one explanation. These mountains, they are all volcanoes from the underground. They have come up. That means there is so much fire inside. How did it come? And they say fire, a lot of volcanoes are in ocean. That is how all these islands are formed. So this is all Vichitra Srishtikaratva. It is a fascinating thing. And that's why it is illusion. Jnana virodhitvam avidyatvam, and it is jnana virodhi. Jnana virodhi means jnana nivartyatvam. Jnana will remove avidya, ajnanam. Sadasad vilakshanatvam anirvachyatvam. So each word is explained now. Vichitra srishtikaratvam is mayatvam. Jnana virodhitvam is avidyatvam. Sadasad vilakshanatvam is anirvachyatvam. Adhyastatvam anrutatvam. What is anrutam? That which is superimposed. Now comes swapara adhyasa iti. Yatha andhakaradina rajvaha swarupam kinchid achaditam चेत तर्हि एव तस्याः सर्पाध्यासाधिष्ठानत्वं संभवति तथा स्वच्छस्य आत्मनो अज्ञान अध्यास अधिष्ठानत्वया अपेक्षणीयं यन्मालिन्यं तत्तेन अज्ञानाध्यासेन स्वयमेव संपादितम् इति स्व अध्यासे स्वयमेव अज्ञानं कारणम्. So this point was raised by Purvapakshi that for, if you remember that discussion, that if ignorance is there, for ignorance and Atma and Anatma's superimposition to take place, Atma should already have some malinyam. Then with that malinyam, another malinyam means some malinata should be there, impurity. Then such Atma is possible for next superimposition. So you have to explain how did the first malinyam come in Atma in the first place. Because for that you have to explain, if you say that first malinyam is first superimposition, for that there has to be another malinyam. Then it was said, is it the same one or a different one? You remember these things? Atma Ashraya dosha, Anyonya Ashraya dosha, Chakrikapatti dosha and Anavastha dosha. So he says, now the answer is given here in one line. Question was discussed in so many, and answer is given in such brief that just as andhakaradina rajvaha swarupam kinchid achaditam. By the andhakar, darkness, the nature of rope is kinchid achaditam, somewhat is covered, and then the remaining part is understood as sarpasya sarpadhyasa adhishtanatvam. So there, in the iyam rajju, so that the idam amsha is where sarpadhyasa takes place. In the same way, tatha swachhasya atmano ajnana adhyasa adhishthanatvaya apekshaniyam yan malinyam. Atma, which is extremely pure, in that for ajnana adhyasa to take place, that malinyam, that impurity which is there in that Atma, tattena ajnana adhyasena swayameva sampaditam. That ajnana adhyasa itself will bring malinyam, means the ability for the pure Atma to become capable of having adhyasa. This ajnanam itself will do that. Ajnanam will make it ready for adhyasa and then do adhyasa also. Tattena ajnana adhyasena swayameva sampaditam iti swa adhyase swayameva ajnanam karanam. So in ajnana adhyasa, what is the karanam? Ajnana itself is the karanam. You don't have to look for any other karanam. Ajnana adhyasa vishishta Atmanascha ahankaradi adhyasa adhishtanatvat paradhyase cha tat karanam bhavati. So now this is, the next portion is Anyonya adhyasa, the mutual superimposition between Atma and Ahankara. So in Adhyasa Bhashya, what is explained is now presented here. This we will have to see tomorrow. Okay.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम